The explosion vaporizes the asteroid, the bedrock, and every living thing within 100 miles instantly. A crater 15 miles deep and 120 miles wide is carved into the Earth in seconds. But the dinosaurs don't know any of this. They continue their routines. A herd of hadrosaurs wades into a shallow lake, dipping their duck-billed heads underwater to strain vegetation from the mud. Quetzalcoatlus, the largest flying animal ever to exist, lands on a beach and folds wings that span the width of a fighter jet. It stalks along the shore on 4 legs, snapping up crabs and small reptiles. 36 hours left. The temperature is rising, not from the approaching impact, but from the Deccan traps. In India, another massive eruption has begun. Lava flows for hundreds of miles. Ash clouds billow into the stratosphere. This has been happening on and off for thousands of years, and it's taking a toll. The plants are struggling. The herbivores are hungry. The predators are desperate. The whole ecosystem is fragile, held together by momentum and deep time. A Tyrannosaurus defends her territory from a rival male. They circle each other, roaring, displaying, each trying to appear larger and more dangerous. Neither wants to fight. These battles can be fatal, even for the winner. Broken bones, infected wounds. Finally, the younger male backs down. He'll find territory elsewhere. The female returns to her nest, where 3 adolescent offspring wait, still dependent on her hunting skills to survive. They have 1 day left together. The asteroid is 24 hours away. If you could see it now, it would look like a second moon, growing larger with each passing hour. But the dinosaurs don't look up. They look ahead. They look for food. They look for mates. They look for threats. They've survived 5 mass extinctions. They've outlasted countless species. They've adapted to ice ages and volcanic winters and continental drift. They are the most successful group of animals ever to walk the Earth, and they have no idea what's coming. Morning of the last day. The sun rises one final time in the Age of Dinosaurs. A juvenile Triceratops plays near the herd, charging at imaginary threats, practicing the defensive behaviors it will need as an adult, but it will never reach adulthood. A Stegosaurus melon browses on ferns, its plates catching the morning light. An Ankylosaurus drinks from a stream, its reflection rippling in the current. 12 hours remain. The nesting grounds are active. Parents bring food. Hatchlings grow stronger. In a few weeks, they would have been ready to leave the nest. In a few months, they would have learned to forage on their own. In a few years, they would have built nests of their own. The species would have continued. The lineage would have endured. But there are no few weeks left. There are hours. The asteroid is now close enough that its gravitational pull is affecting Earth's atmosphere. Invisible, imperceptible, but real. High-altitude winds shift. Migrating pterosaurs feel a subtle change in air pressure, but don't understand it. In the oceans, tides rise slightly higher than expected. Marine reptiles sense the disturbance, but have no framework to interpret it. 6 hours remain. The sun begins its descent toward the horizon. Shadows lengthen. The Tyrannosaurus makes one last kill, a ceratopsin caught drinking at the water's edge. She feeds until she's full, then rests in the shade. Her offspring approach and take their share. This is the social structure of apex predators: family, hierarchy, survival. It's worked for millions of years. It has 3 hours left. The inland sea reflects the late afternoon sky. Mosasaurs surface and dive. Schools of ancient fish swirl through the water. Along the shore, a mixed herd of herbivores gathers to drink. Triceratops, Edmontosaurus, Ankylosaurus. Different species coexisting, each filling its evolutionary niche. The system is balanced. The system is perfect. The system is about to be obliterated. 2 hours remain. The asteroid is now close enough that if a dinosaur looked up at exactly the right moment, it might see something strange, a bright point of light where no star should be, growing, moving. But no dinosaur looks up. They're focused on the ground, on food, on rivals, on survival. 1 hour remains. The sun touches the horizon. The sky turns orange, then red, then purple. In the nesting grounds, parents settle over their eggs for the night. In the forests, predators begin their evening hunts. In the oceans, marine reptiles dive deep, seeking prey in the darkening waters. The world continues. Life continues. The routines that have persisted for 165 million years continue. 30 minutes remain. The asteroid is now entering Earth's outer atmosphere. It begins to heat up, glowing red, then white. If anyone were watching from space, they would see a streak of fire brighter than the sun, descending toward the Yucatan Peninsula at impossible speed. But there is no one watching. There is only Earth, turning slowly beneath its approaching doom. 15 minutes remain. On the coastal plains, a triceratops herd settles for the night. The adults form their defensive circle. The young nestle in the center. A mother nuzzles her calf. In the forest, the Tyrannosaurus closes her eyes, her belly full, her offspring safe beside her. In the sky, the last pterosaurs glide toward their roosting sites. In the ocean, the mosasaurs hunt in the darkness. 10 minutes remain. The stars are coming out, the same stars that shone on the Triassic, the same stars that will shine on the Cenozoic, the same stars that will, 66 million years later, shine on a species of upright apes who will dig into these rocks and find the bones of giants and ask what happened, what could possibly have killed the dinosaurs. 5 minutes remain. The asteroid is screaming through the upper atmosphere now, a fireball bright enough to turn night into day. But on the ground, in the last minutes before impact, everything is quiet. The Maiarosaura young sleep in their nests. The Ankylosaurus rest under the trees. The raptors groom each other in the darkness. Life goes on. Life always goes on. Until it doesn't. 30 minutes remain. 20 minutes remain. 1 minute remains. The asteroid is now visible to anything with eyes, a second sun, falling from the sky, growing, brighter, impossibly fast. Some dinosaurs look up now, some see it. The pterosaurs in flight, the mosasaurs on the surface, the herbivores standing in open plains. They see light, blinding light, growing light, but they don't understand. 30 seconds, 20 seconds, 10 seconds. The world holds its breath. 165 million years of evolution, thousands of species, trillions of individuals, all of it about to end. The Triceratops mothers and their calves, the Tyrannosaurus and her offspring, the nesting grounds full of hatchlings, the forests, the oceans, the sky. 5 seconds. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. The last second of the Cretaceous period stretches like forever. In this final moment, somewhere in Montana, a young hadrosaur takes its last breath, a raptor makes its last kill, a pterosaur catches its last thermal, a mosasaur makes its last dive. The sun sets on a world that will never see morning. 1 second. 0. The asteroid strikes the Yucatan Peninsula, traveling at 45,000 miles per hour. The impact is beyond description, beyond comprehension. The energy release is instantaneous, total, absolute. The asteroid vaporizes, the bedrock vaporizes, the ocean vaporizes. A fireball erupts outward at hypersonic speed, incinerating everything within 1,000 miles in microseconds. The shockwave radiates outward at the speed of sound, flattening forests like matchsticks. Earthquakes measuring magnitude 10 ripple across the planet. Tsunamis 1,000 feet high race across the oceans. Molten rock is thrown into space only to fall back to Earth as a rain of fire that ignites every forest on every continent. The sky fills with debris, the sun disappears, the temperature plummets, acid rain falls for months. The dinosaurs that survived the initial impact die in the fires. Those that survive the fires die in the cold. Those that survive the cold die in the darkness. The plants die without plants. The herbivores die without plants. The carnivores die without carnivores. In less than a year, 75% of all species on Earth are extinct.
The age of dinosaurs is over. 165 million years of dominance erased by 6 miles of rock and metal and the cruel mathematics of orbital mechanics. But the story doesn't end with extinction. Deep in burrows, small mammals survive. In the ocean depths, some fish endure. Seeds wait in the soil. Roots cling to life underground. And when the dust finally settles, when the fires finally burn out, when the sun finally breaks through the clouds again, life returns. Different life, smaller life, mammal life. And 66 million years later, a species of ape stands upright and looks at the stars and wonders. Wonders about the bones buried in the rocks. Wonders about the world that came before. Wonders what it would have been like to stand on those plains in those final days and watch the giants walk the earth, unaware that their time was already up, that the asteroid was already on its way, that nothing could save them. We wonder what it would have been like to see a triceratops herd at sunrise, to hear a tyrannosaurus roar, to watch a Quetzalcoatlus soar overhead, to witness the last days before the asteroid. And we wonder if somewhere in the darkness between the stars another rock is falling, another calculation is being made, another species is going about its daily routines, completely unaware that their world is about to change forever. Because that's the truth about extinction. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't ask permission. It just arrives, unstoppable and absolute, and everything that came before becomes nothing but fossils and memories and stories told by creatures who weren't there to see it happen. The dinosaurs ruled Earth for 165 million years. We've been here for 300,000. And the universe doesn't care about tenure. It doesn't care about dominance. It doesn't care about how long you've survived or how well you've adapted. All it takes is one rock, one collision, one moment, and everything changes forever.